Hello Leo, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to warmly welcome you here. Either way, I ask that you please take a moment to click like, share, and subscribe. It helps with YouTube's algorithms, and that means that more people will be able to see the tarot readings that I post, and that will help grow our collective community here. So if you can take a second to do that, I would appreciate it very, very much. Leo, this is your What's the Tea tarot reading for the week of June 30th, 2024. This reading will take you into the first week of July. I can't believe we're here, but we are here. For those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, we are officially in summer. I hope you are enjoying the fine weather wherever you are. This What's the Tea tarot reading, Leo, is going to be a little bit different than what I've done in the past. In the past, I've only used one deck or one oracle deck, sometimes two. This week, I want to use three. I understand that not everyone turns to tarot for love and romance or career and finance or life journey, and so I thought maybe blending all three would be a great way to get a cohesive message for all of you. So that's what I'm doing this week, and I'll also be using two tarot decks in order to clarify the oracle cards for you. As always, please remember, it is a collective general reading, not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's quite possible that the messages that come through today won't resonate with you, and if that's the case, it's okay. It just means it's meant for another Leo watching. So, as I always say, please don't force a message to fit if it doesn't currently align with your journey. With all of that said, Leo, let's try to hop on your timeline now and give you some insight for the week of June 30th, 2024. I still can't even believe I'm saying June 30th, 2024. Let's begin now. Tapping into the Leo Collective for the week of June 30th, 2024. What do they not see coming? What do they need to prepare for? And what do they need to know about? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Leo, we have moving on, thank you, next. Bottom of the deck, bad reputation. If you're dealing with a Taurus, you might want to see their reading. They had that card as well at the bottom of their deck. What else does Leo need to know now? Oh, and I have the cards going the opposite way. Okay. What else does Leo need to know now for the week of June 30th, 2024? What other messages? What else do they need to prepare for? Wow, longing came out. You saw that, so we're going to take it. Longing, craving, aching, wanting of someone. And then bottom of the deck, we have exhaustion, depleted, drained, long journey. And one more oracle card now for the Leo Collective. What else do they need to know? What else would you like them to know about the week of June 30th, 2024? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Leo, we have for you money matters. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. So take that as a little caution for you there. Like, start saving your pennies. I know growing up, I had an uncle who would have one of those like big water jugs, not like a gallon water jug, like one of those big blue water jugs. And before he would like throw his clothes in the laundry, he would check his pockets, and if he had a crinkled dollar bill or 35 cents in there, he would take it out and throw it in the jar. And then at the end of the year, he would take all that money out and put it into the bank. So I almost feel that, I don't know why this reminded me of that. Like, it's really time to save your pennies, and maybe have something like that in your home where you're just constantly throwing your spare change into, because it does appear that you're having some sort of unexpected expense coming up, and it's time to save up for that. So I feel like this is not particularly for this week. It's just that this week you should start saving money because you have something coming down the pike. And here we have reflection, bottom of the deck. Take time to revisit the past and figure out what you want to do. Knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. And because this is clarifying money matters, maybe some of you need to look into, expanding skills in order to get another job, or picking up a side hustle, or starting something new. Maybe reflecting on your expenses and what you can cut back on. Something like that. We'll see what tarot has. Tell me more about moving on. Thank you next for the Leo Collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. This is being clarified by the Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck, the Six of Pentacles. Tell me more about longing, craving, aching, wanting for the Leo Collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Leo, this is clarified by the King of Swords, bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Some of you have two. Some of you have two, maybe three people you have to choose from. Okay, money matters. That's just for some of you. So cross watchers, don't freak out. Doesn't mean your person has two or three people. Money matters. Tell me more about money matters here for the Leo collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Money matters, clarified by the Page of Wands. Yeah, time to explore different options on how to make and save money. Absolutely. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Tell me more now. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the best looking knight out of all four knights, male or female. Take it how it resonates. This person is very charismatic. They look good, they smell good, and if you give them a chance, they're even going to feel good. The Knight of Wands, though, is also the flighty knighty, the non-committal knight. This was the knight back in the time when tarot was created or evolved into esoteric purposes, because it started as a card game. The Knight of Wands was representative of the knight that, like, no one could pin down in the kingdom or surrounding kingdoms. Like, all the ladies wanted this person, but they just kind of went from kingdom to kingdom to kingdom, village to village to village, and conquest to conquest to conquest. So the good-looking knight, but the one that was the hardest to pin down. I think for a lot of you, you have an individual like this in your life that, yes, you're very attracted to, and yes, they're good looking and they're very lustful, and they could be very adventurous and very spontaneous, and you can do a lot of fun things with. But this person has developed over time a bad reputation with you. We have the talking crap card right behind that. So maybe promising you long-term stability, and you're getting to a point where you're realizing it's just not happening, and you're moving on. For others of you where you're single and you're in the dating world, you could be coming across a lot of these, particularly if you are on dating apps, and it could really just be a swipe of like, nope, next, nope, next. That's kind of what I'm picturing here. But tell me more about the Knight of Wands here for the collective Leos. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Knight of Wands clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Six of Swords, yeah, and the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yet you no longer want to hold on to people that are not holding on to you. So this doesn't necessarily have to be in love. This could be in even your friendship or family group, where you have people who only come in when they want something. You know, in romance, this could be intimacy. But in terms of family and friends, it's just people who come in and constantly need you to do favors for them. They're constantly looking to borrow things from you, asking you for loans, asking you for money. Can you give me a car ride here? Give me a lift here. But they're never there for you. They're never consistent with you. They just kind of come in and out of your life. And I think you having dealt with a person or people like this, again, in your professional, personal, or romantic life, has left you very wounded. This is also the Nine of Wands for me. Is almost like it's a pattern. It's become a pattern that this person or these people continue to do to you, no matter how much you give them. When you need them most, they're not there for you, and you're constantly feeling wounded. I think a lot of you are putting up your defenses, your boundaries, which I really like. I think this was a growing experience for all of you. That's the feeling that I'm getting here. And you are moving on, Six of Swords, into calmer waters. You no longer want to deal with people, and not just in your romantic life, but in any aspect of your life. You don't want to deal with people who are not consistently there for you when you need them or you need someone. So it's a very valuable life lesson for many of you, and good on you, because you have learned it, and you've known this all along. You've known the people who, I mean, look at the Seven of Pentacles here. It's like, okay, I give and I give and I give, and how long until I get a return on my investment? And not that you do things to get things back from people, but it's like, how long do I have to wait to receive, right, what I am giving? And yeah, Four of Cups. For some of you, you know, you give your love very generously to people, and it's rejected. It's rejected. They only want it or pretend to want it when they want something from you. I think a lot of you are coming into your power as the Emperor. Look at that. Right behind that, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant, not typically, some people say, oh, it's the marriage card. And it very well could be, depending on the reading. Don't get me wrong. But the Hierophant is any individual who's deeply rooted in their beliefs, whatever those beliefs are. They're just like rooted in concrete. They are not moving. And I feel like you have stepped into this power, or will be stepping into this power this week, saying no more. This is a firmly held belief of mine that I want to receive what I give. And if there's anyone in my life who's not being reciprocal to me, I'm out, no matter who they are. And so good on you if that is if you're resonating with that message. I'm really, really proud of you. King of Swords, speaking your truth. I love this. Tell me more about the King of Swords here. You're tired. We have the exhaustion card here. This has been a long journey for you. I want to say a long lesson, or a long time for you to learn this lesson. But it's dealing with this person or these people. It's left you depleted. It's left you drained. And like I said, it's a long journey coming to an end for many of you, because you're finally speaking up for yourselves. You're finally speaking your truth. Tell me more about the King of Swords here for Leo. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. King of Swords. Oh, look at you communicating. I just said communicating the truth, speaking your truth. We get the communication card, the Hermit card, and the Chariot. Fastest card in the deck, the Chariot, with the second fastest card. Yeah, you are not, even if it's family, Queen of Pentacles, even if it's a mother figure or someone you admire, or if you're a masculine, this could be like a feminine energy in your life, like a wife, a spouse. Look at this. Devil to the Tower card. You're blowing it up. Any toxicity in your life this week, Leo, majority of the collective, that's why this message is so loud, you're done, because you are longing. You are longing and craving and wanting and desiring reciprocity in your professional, personal, and romantic life. And you're tired of people who come in and out and just use you. Just use you. You've done a lot of soul searching about this with that Hermit card, and I think that this week, regardless of who the person or the people are, many of you are coming into your power and you're telling them how it is. How it is, and you're doing it quick. You're not going to hesitate anymore. And you know, the Leos, I want to say, and it's not just Leo, so please don't take this as criticism, right? I say this very affectionately and with great love for you. Every astrological sign has their strong points. And then those strong points, depending on how we behave, dictate the vibration, right? So there's high vibration and low vibration. I'll give you an example. Taurus. Taurus can be very dedicated, very patient. The high vibration of that is patience. But a low vibe of patience is holding on to things that no longer serve you. Like, and so that's actually a hindrance to growth. So for Leos, you're one of your strong suits is faithfulness. But the low vibe of faithfulness is holding on to people or things that are not reciprocating back to you, that are not as faithful to you as you are to them. And so a lot of you, yes, you're longing, craving, aching, wanting reciprocity. But this week, if people don't give it to you, and I really think you're going to sit back almost in a judgy way with that Emperor to the Hierophant, because, you know, the Hierophant card has people, they call it the Pope card, and a lot of tarot readers call it the Pope card, because there's like people bowing before this person. Some tarot readers say this is like Catholicism or the Pope. I don't attribute it to any particular religion. I just feel it's a person very deeply rooted in their roots, in their beliefs, deeply rooted in their beliefs, and almost judging others by those beliefs. And so I feel like this is you being a little judgy this week. And you know what? I think you have every right to be, because I think you have a bunch of energy vampires in your life, very toxic people. And it's time that you cut them out. And a lot of you are going to be doing that and really standing back in hermit mode, judging, how does this connection serve me? And if it doesn't, you're king of sorting them right out of your life. Wow. Money matters. Money matters talked about. This is a time period in your life starting this week where you need to save up coin, need to save money. This is almost like a warning, I want to say, from the divine, that within the next month or two, you're going to have a big expenditure you were not expecting. And I'm giving you an example, right? I'm not throwing this out there to scare you. A vehicle repair or replacement that is very costly or something like that. You know, your roof's leaking and you got to come up with a couple $1,000s now. You're like, oh my God, where am I going to get this money from? Something like that. It is time to really save your pennies, reflect, take the time to reflect. how you're spending your money, what can you cut out within reason, right? No one's telling you to like live by candlelight or anything like that, or walk 10 miles to work, but within reason, reflect on where can I cut back and save that money, not cut back to spend that money elsewhere, but save it, even if it's $5 a week. This is a time for you to Page of Wands with great enthusiasm. This is not to be done out of fear. What can I cut out? What can I sell? What can I, what's no longer serving me? And I'm going to be honest, I have a room in my house full of crap from my divorce that I still have to like go through and unbox and sell. So it's just stuff I don't use. It's been there for 4 years. 4 years. So it's almost like newfound money once I get rid of it. But yeah, it's time for you to kind of explore, what can I cut back on? Where can I make some money? What can I sell that no longer serves me? What new little side gig can I do? Or maybe even look at new jobs, putting out your resume, being bold enough, emperor-like enough, Hierophant enough, rooted in the belief that you deserve more out there. Certainly don't quit your job by any stretch of the imagination, tomorrow when you see this reading. But maybe put some feelers out there, applications and resumes, to see what else you can do. Or can you pick up 4 hours at some part-time job on a Saturday or on a day off from work, something like that, so you can just start banking that money. The Emperor to the Hierophant, right behind it is the Four of Pentacles. That's the miser card in tarot, particularly in finance and career readings. This is really having to hold on to every penny in order to have financial stability. So I think this is a very loud message for many of you Leos. But tell me more now about the Page of Wands. Maybe this will give you some ideas. Page of Wands, please, for the Leo Collective in regards to money. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Page of Wands clarified by 6 of Wands. Love it. 3 of Wands. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Don't get too caught up in your head about this. Look at Judgment. I mean, there's financial stability coming your way. Financial victory even. 6 of Wands. Don't get too caught up in your head with being nervous. Don't be 9 of Wands where you're up all night. But explore. 3 of Wands. Look out into the future. I love this Page of Wands to the 3 of Wands. This is an individual who's preparing for their future, preparing to expand their enterprise, expand their financial resources. It's time for you to do that in order to be victorious over your financial matters. For a lot of you, there's a job out there that you need. I'm going to throw this out there. There's a job out there that you've really wanted that you don't think you're qualified for. You may think you're underqualified or overqualified. I'm telling you now, the message I'm getting is to apply, because it will pay you a lot more than what you have right now at your current place of employment. So, and even for those of you that have been unemployed for a while, or you're re-entering work, and you're just like, oh my God, I've raised the kids, or I've done whatever, and I've been without a job for 10 years. Apply, because it's coming in. This is almost like a divine intervention, but you're not going to hit the lottery, you're not going to just sit home and, oh God, I was going to say Ed McMahon shows up. God, if you're not 40 plus years old in the United States, you probably don't know who Ed McMahon is, but he's, ring the doorbell and give you a big check for like $100,000. This is like in the 80s. So there's nothing like that happening where money's just going to like fall from the sky. You have to apply yourself to this. This is going to take some reflection on your part, but I'm getting the message that some of you have been out of the workforce for a while, or are currently in a job where you're not being paid your worth. It's time for you to explore, and many of you have a job that you have been eyeing, but you don't think you're good enough, or you don't think that they will accept you. The message I'm getting is to apply, because you're going to be surprised that you get the job. So really fantastic reading for you, Leo. You're coming into your power. You're getting your finances together. You're cutting out people that have depleted and drained you. Some of you, they may have depleted your finances as well as your energy. But I really like this for you. I see good balance with this Judgment card. Judgment card is urging you to listen to your inner calling, listen to your intuition. This is a moment of rebirth. And the message I'm also getting is that when you cut or remove people out of your life, the Judgment card also talks about forgiveness. You have to forgive them in order to energetically remove them from your life, but you also need to forgive yourself for allowing them to feed off of you or use you or whatever for so long. So it's forgiveness here is a two-way street, in terms of you need to just forgive them, but make sure that you forgive yourself also. You're on a beautiful trajectory here, Leo, really coming into your power, emotionally and financially balanced, particularly as we get closer to the end of 2024. But these are the steps you can take right now to make sure that you do have victory by the end of the year. So I'm really happy and excited for you. If you like this reading and it resonated with you, or you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.